We are live.
Yes, start. Okay. Hello, everyone. Let's just wait for a minute so that everyone can attend the orientation. Harsh, am I audible to you?
Yes, you are absolutely clear.
Okay, thank you.
Until we start, everyone who is watching, please guys let us know how was your day, how is your weekend going, and what is your level with Flutter, like how much you are aware about Flutter and what all things you know. And what are you looking up to throughout this bootcamp? So we'll be happy to know these things.
Okay, guys, let's start. A very good evening to all. My name is Saurabh. I'm pursuing my BTech in Computer Science from Career Point University, and I am a DSC member. So we warmly welcome you to the second program of our HexHybrids, that is on Flutters. Next slide. The main aim of this session is to kickstart your career in the field of cross-platform development with the Flutter, in which we will teach you all about the cross-platform development with all the basic fundamental and concepts using Flutter, which will be starting from February 8 to March 9. Next. Before starting orientation, I would like to thank to all the members and candidates for the amazing response for the 30 days of web development program. Hope you must have already seen some of the responses which were we have featured in our promo video for the Flutter Bootcamp. Well, if you have not seen the video till now, it is there on this channel. Have a look after the live session ends. Next. Hex Hybrid. What is Hex Hybrid? It is a community group for interested student in emerging technologies. It represents a versatile community for innovators developing and exploring, which includes front-end development, back-end development, cloud computing, AI, machine learning, cross-platform development, and many more like React, Flutter, and many more. Students from all undergraduate or graduate programs with an interest in growing as developers are very welcome. We provide a learning experience and keep students informed about the latest trends in technologies and opportunities through live sessions and hand-on session through the projects so that they can keep up with the face-paced digital. We keep on organizing sessions and bootcamp through the YouTube and Discord and WhatsApp and Telegram group related to the trending technologies, and most of them are generally free of cost. So you can be part of it and learn and upskill yourself. You will also have a chance to get some swags, certificates, and internship opportunities along with the certificates to mark your presence and to show that you have worked on certain things throughout the program. Now in upcoming slides, Harsh will cover. Over to you, Harsh. Thank you.
Thank you, Saurabh, for starting on with the presentation. Now, for those of you who don't know me, let me introduce myself. So, my name is Harsh. I am a developer student club lead at Career Point University, Kota, and I was one of the lead organizers for the 30 days of web development bootcamp, which you guys must have seen if you are there in the Discord server, or if you have seen the previous videos which are there on this channel. So before talking about what we'll be covering in this bootcamp, I want to take a few minutes to let you guys know like how I started with Flutter. So it was around May or June previous year when Google launched one of the program which was named as 30 Days of Kotlin. So I was very keen to learn about Kotlin and start my journey as a developer in Android or on cross-platform. So I joined that program, and when the program ended after 30 days, I ended up making around 10 to 12 apps, which were like basic apps. And apart from that, uh, just a sec, I'll try to clear the voice. I hope now the voice will be clear. So,
Yes.
uh, what I was saying is like I ended up making around 10 to 12 apps, and after which one of the communities, which is one of the leading communities named as Tesseract Coding, started a program which was majorly similar to the 30 Days of Kotlin program. And the basic aim of that program was to help students get started with Flutter. So when I ended with the Kotlin program, I was excited to explore the cross-platform stuff, and the Flutter was also on a boom at that time. So I started with that program, and after around 30 days, when the program ended, I ended up learning various different things, and I started working on apps all by myself. So I started making apps from scratch, implementing features like Firebase or Google authentication, implementing database in it, sending push notification. So most of the features which you see in different apps, like for Instagram, you have various different features like chatting feature, uploading story from the your mobile, or making videos, saving videos, sharing videos. So I learned all of these things, and I tried to implement some of these things in various different other apps which I have built throughout my journey. And now you must be keen to know what this bootcamp has for you. So, talking about the tenure date, which Saurabh already mentioned, that the bootcamp will be starting from tomorrow, which is Feb 8. And we are very dedicated towards having live sessions, because it will be one such medium through which you will be learning each day by spending your an hour or two. So, we are going to have around five sessions per week. So these sessions will be from Monday to Friday, and the timings for these session will be around 7 p.m. in the evening, Indian Standard Time. Apart from this, we will be having one doubt session per week. So this doubt session will be taking place on Saturdays, and the timings will be mostly around 7. If there are any changes in the timings for the sessions or for the doubt session, so we'll be updating you through all the mediums in through either through the WhatsApp or through Discord. That is a secondary thing, but majorly the first or the preferred time will be around 7 p.m. Um, Now you must be thinking, if there's a doubt session, so how will you be able to ask your doubts? So there are two options through which you can let us know about your doubt. The first one is you can either comment on YouTube with your doubt, but the problem arises is that you are not able to provide us with the screenshots or the particular problem which is taking place. So what if you have a doubt which requires a bit of like talking and letting us know that this is a difficult doubt? So what you can do is you can join a particular voice channel which we will be having, or which we will be creating in the Discord server, and you can join that, and you can have a talk with us over there in the live session, and this all will be streamed on YouTube. So if you are having a particular question, you can join there, and then you can ask your doubts, and then we can try to solve that doubt there. As I already mentioned, that the sessions will be majorly around 7 p.m. If there are any updates, we'll let you know. Now, talking about the topics which will be covered in this program. So, many of you folks asked in the Discord server that we'll be teaching Dart or not. So, Dart won't be covered in this program. So, we'll be starting with the Flutter basics, and after that we'll be moving towards like what is stateful widgets, what are stateless widget, how Flutter renders widget, is everything in Flutter widget or not. Then we'll be looking at some of the top used widgets, like the container is there, raise button is there, circular progress indicator is there. So there are various different widgets which you will be using when you are making your app. So these are the basic widgets which are used mostly. So we'll be covering those. After that, we'll start with the UI part. So whenever you are starting with Flutter, so the first thing which you need, which you should learn is like starting with the UI, because UI is majorly easy as compared to the backend part, because backend requires some stuffs and some file structure is to be implemented in that. So we'll start with the UI part, and after that we'll work on some of the UIs. uh, 2 to 3 UIs we'll work on, and after that we'll move towards the backend, and at last in the ending days we'll start with Firebase part. So the Firebase also has a lot of things which need to be covered. So we the things which we'll be seeing is the database part, the authentication part, and the storage part. And also, if we are left with some time or some days, then we'll try to implement the ML part also. And now all the updates regarding the program and regarding the sessions, so we'll be sending all the updates either through mail or on WhatsApp or on Discord or on Telegram. And also, while filling the form, you must have seen an option which said one-on-one live calls. So some of you have opted yes for that, and some of you have opted no for that. So for this program we are removing that, and we won't be having one-on-one live calls. So basically what it was like, some money was to be charged, but we have removed that, and we are not going to have one-on-one live calls through this program. If we are going to have something similar, then we'll let you know if you are interested for one-on-one live calls or not. Now, talking about the assignment part, so in 30 days of web development, you must have seen that there were quizzes and there were assignments as well. But in this Flutter Bootcamp, we won't be having any quizzes. There will be assignment which you have to submit at last. So what that assignment will be, basically, I'll tell you guys in brief. So what you have to do is the apps which we will be making throughout the program. So you will be getting the source code related to those apps on GitHub. We'll provide you with the source code. So what you have to do is you have to implement your creativity, and you have to add something new to the basic apps which we'll be creating throughout this program. So for example, if there is a calculator app which we are creating, so we'll be adding the 4 basic operations like plus, minus, divide, and multiply. Now it is up to you what creativity you add and what functions you implement. So you can either add sine cos functions to it, or the scientific calculations you can add to it. So it is up to you. You have to show your creativity along with the code, and the code should be properly working, and your app should not break while it is running. So this is about the assignment which will be there. Now talking about the portals which through which you can either communicate or you can get all the updates. So basically we are having Telegram and Discord for doubts and communication. So in Telegram we are having a channel through which all the announcements are sent, and we are having a discussion group where you guys can interact with each other, ask your doubt. In Discord we are having an announcement channel and a Flutter channel as well, in which you guys can discuss all the things related to Flutter. Now talking about important announcements. So all the important announcements will be sent to you through mail, and all the announcement like for the session or for any material which we are going to send, or any material which could be useful for you throughout the program. So we'll be posting that on WhatsApp as well, and all the live sessions will be going on this channel only. So if you have not subscribed, and click the bell icon so you can do that to not miss on future sessions. And we also have our Instagram and Twitter, so we majorly post about the session or about various new programs over there. So you can follow us there so that you don't miss on awesome opportunities which are coming on through your way in the upcoming days. Now Saurabh will be telling you about some of the special features for this program.
So moving on the special features about the program, we will have a doubt support on our channel during the live sessions. Secondly, we will try to contribute as much as possible free resources in our Telegram and in our Discord group. Thirdly, 5 sessions per week we will be there to clear all your fundamentals and concepts regarding cross-platform development or Flutter. And within 30 days we will try to complete some amazing projects, as Harsh told you, through the live sessions and assignments. Lastly, there will be one doubt session in a week in which we will all have interaction through the live session for any doubt or any issue, and to tell some extra tips to enhance your skills in cross platform development. Next slide, Harsh. So some of the best practices I would like to mention here so you guys can reach your goal to fulfill. Try to do not copy your code or anything from others. So put your own efforts, be consistent while submission before deadline so you guys will feel more dedicated toward the program. Try to be more creative while making the projects so that everyone can explore some more creativity through others creativity. Stay engaged as much as you can on online communities or social sites so you can explore more about cross platform development or Flutter. And do not quit. I repeat, do not quit. If you want to be a goal achiever for your goals, as you all know, quitters never win and winners never quit. Do not quit during the program. If you begin, then stop only when you are done. Harsh, over to you.
Yeah. So now talking about what all prizes or what all stuff you will get when you are participating in this program. So firstly, we will be referring or recommending some of the top performers who are like dedicated throughout the program to some internships opportunities which are there. Next thing which you will be getting is a bunch of good apps which you can add to your CV if and showcase to the recruiters when you are applying for a particular job related to Flutter or related to cross-platform stuff. Third thing is that everyone who is participating will be getting a certificate of participation, and those who are making like submission correct submissions will be getting a certificate of excellence as well apart from the participation certificate. One of those things which you get while participating in any of the program is that you will get knowledge related to the particular thing which is being covered in that program, and we promise you that you will be having a great experience participating in Flutter 101 Bootcamp. Now, if you guys have any question, then you can drop them down in comments and we'll try to answer them. So let me take some questions from the starting. Yes, Aditi, we'll be starting Flutter from basics. So we'll be starting totally from scratch. So as I mentioned, some of the topics which are to be covered. So all these things will be taught from scratch. So one more thing that if you don't know anything about Flutter, you don't need to worry. When I started with Flutter, I was a complete beginner and I didn't knew like what cross-platform is. So I was that at that level when I started with Flutter. So you don't need to worry if you don't know about Flutter or you are in 11th grade, 12th grade, or you are still in your first year. So it is good if you explore various different things because it makes your career path clear, and if you don't have any info, then we are here to help you and like teach you about various different things which are on a boom in current industry. Yes, Harshit, we are going to cover Firebase as well. So most of the things in Firebase will be covered, which fall under the free criteria while you are creating your Firebase account. And these are the things which you generally use while you are working on a Flutter app and implementing Firebase in it. The Discord link will be already there in the description. So if you haven't joined our Discord or WhatsApp group or haven't registered for the event, RSVP for the event, so you can do it. All the links will be there in the description so that you don't miss out on any of the updates which we'll be sending you throughout the program. So, as I already mentioned in the Discord server and in the mails, that there are like we can say no or very less prerequisites which are there for this program. So you need to have some knowledge about object-oriented programming concepts. So like how things work, how arrays are assigned, and how functions work and etc. And rest other things like how are widgets declared in Flutter and what widget has what all properties. So we'll be covering all of that. So basic OOPS knowledge is more than enough. Yes, if you don't have any knowledge about that Dart, you can also start with Flutter. So I personally learned Flutter that way. If someone don't has any info about Dart, it's totally fine. You will get Flutter and you will learn correctly, and you will end up making very good apps. Talking about the length of sessions, we'll try to keep the session as short as possible and as crisp as possible. So we are trying to have sessions around 1 hour or 1.5 hours each. But at max, the session will be for 2 hours. We won't be taking more than 2 hours for a particular session. Yes, Manthan, you can develop apps as a fresher. So if you don't have any knowledge about HTML or CSS, as I mentioned, just go through some videos which teach you about object oriented programming, and you are good to go. For submitting the project, so all the submission will be taking place when the program will be ending. So and in the ending days we'll share a form link where you have to submit the code for and the working application for all the projects in which you have implemented your creativity and all the things which you have done. So you can share the link in that form. So the submission will be at the last. Yes, the certificate will be having the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador logo on that, along with the Developer Student Club logo as well. One thing which I would like to mention for everyone, like if you are starting with something or if you are very dedicated towards learning something, so never focus on certificate or any other stuff. Just focus on learning, because if you want to pursue that field or if you want to make your career in that field, so the dedication is very important while you are learning that thing. If you are doing it for certificate, although I know that certificate is also important to show your progress online, that you have done some things related to that field, but I guess learning is much bigger as compared to certificate. Yes, the backend part will also be covered along with the UI and the front end part. So this question has mixed opinion. So some people consider that you should know Dart before you are starting with Flutter, but some people also consider that if you don't know about Dart, then you can directly start with Flutter. And if at a point you are stuck and you cannot move forward like solving a problem, so you can directly refer the documentation and see how this problem is solved. So I follow the second path. Nehal, the thing which you have mentioned, like the full-fledged app with API integration requires long sessions and around 2 to 3 days for making a single app. So we'll teach you things like the API integration part and the Firebase part. We'll teach you all the different things which are there in a full-fledged app in various different sessions. And at last, you can work on certain projects and combine all these things and implement all these things in a particular project or a single project. We have I already shared the installation links, like how you can install Flutter in Mac OS, Windows, or in Linux on Discord and on emails also as well. So if you haven't like seen those links, I'll post them again on the Discord server in the announcement channel, so you can find the links from there. Flutter is different from Kotlin. How? So Flutter basically is used when you are working on an app. When a company is working on a particular product, they want to launch and they want to uh, what we can say, they want to concentrate on iOS and Android as well. So when they are working on a particular app and they want to generate two apps from a single code base, so at that time Flutter is used. And Kotlin is basically more concentrated towards the native Android development. So you cannot generate iOS apps while working on Kotlin. We'll be creating around 12 apps throughout the tenure of this program. So some of the apps which just a sec, I'll tell you what are some of the apps which we'll be covering. So majorly those apps will be related to the like all the what we can say authentication will be implemented. Some of the apps will be related to crude operation, which are create, update, delete operations in a database. So the database can be online and offline. Also the database will be of the type JSON. Apart from that, all the different widgets or packages which are available. So we'll be creating some apps related to that as well. And all the details regarding what all things we'll be doing, we will keep on updating you throughout the different channels or different announcement channels which we are having. So if you are trying to join the WhatsApp group and if it shows you full, so you can drop a mail as mail at the mail ID which must be there in the description. So if it is not there in the description, I'll add that in the description after the session. You can ping me also on the Discord if you are facing any problem while you are trying to join the WhatsApp group and it shows full. As such, there is no minimum criteria for getting the certificate of excellence. So the only thing which you have to do for getting this certificate is that you have to make valid submission for the projects, all the projects which we have made. What ID should I use for Flutter? So it is totally up to you. Everyone has their preferred ID. For me, VS Code is the one which I mostly use. So I'll quickly take the remaining questions. The sessions will be starting from tomorrow around 7 p.m. The softwares which we'll be using is you can either use Android Studio or Visual Studio Code for it. Apart from that, an emulator will be used which Android Studio provides. You can install it directly. Mostly we'll be having all the sessions live. So if there is any study material which is required, which you must be knowing, so we'll send you that. We'll also be having some real life applications which we'll be building throughout this program. For that, if you want to start from scratch, so you can directly refer to the Dart documentation. It is more than enough. So if you have covered that documentation, then you are good to go. Yes, everything can do it. If everyone can do it and everyone can be a part of this program. The videos will be staying on this channel after the sessions as well. So if you have any doubts, you can refer to those videos. Yes, the today's session is only for letting you guys know what all things we'll be covering throughout the bootcamp. No, we won't be deploying all these apps in Play Store or anywhere else. So you can directly post them on your drive and then you can share the link among your folks if you want to share the like projects which you have created. The bootcamp will be for 30 days. We'll try to like end it up in 30 days, but if there is something which is more important, then it can extend a day or two. Yes, you can also use your physical device if you are like not having a powerful computer to support the emulator. Cool, I guess most of the questions are answered. So if you have any more doubts which you want to ask or which you want to know, so you can drop those doubts directly on the Telegram group or on the Discord server in the Flutter channel. Make sure not to DM anyone from the WhatsApp group directly on WhatsApp, because it is not easy for us to manage all these things, and we are trying to have all the doubts concentrated at one place, so others who are having the same questions can refer to those answers which we'll be providing. So if you have any more doubts, then you can contact me or anyone from the HexHybrid team, and they'll be happy to help you throughout the session. And at last, happy learning, and make sure to go through all the live sessions and end up making very good apps which will be real life ones as well. So thank you everyone for joining.